Hi Proteges and Speakers Institute. Sharon Richens here, physiotherapist, wellness consultant and partner with the ABC's Happy Body at Work program. I first attended Sam's Bootcamp in March 2015, and what I wanted to do today was share with you the 5 key learnings that I've had over the last 6 months in both my personal and professional life. The first thing, as the lovely Amy Cawthorn, who's been my accountability coach over the last 6 months, taught me a few months ago, was one of her favourite little sayings, eat the frog. What I found is that by applying this concept into my daily business and working life is that my accountability and my productivity has increased, probably around about the 15-20% mark. For those of you who haven't heard about Eat the Frog, it's all about marking off or challenging yourself to the one really challenging task that you've got to achieve in that day and doing it first up in the morning. It's like getting the monkey off your back, and I've really found that that's had a great deal of difference to how I work in my day. So thanks to Amy for that one. My second biggest learning has been, those of us who've been involved with Sam for some time will often hear him say, be faithful with the small. I've now got those words written up in the whiteboard in my office, and I can honestly say that it's become one of my daily mantras. Since doing Sam's course, I've really tried to pay a lot of attention to actually being faithful with the small. And when I did the course, I really reflected on the fact that perhaps at times my integrity to clients in terms of my turnaround time with proposals or doing the things that I said that I was going to do wasn't really as good as what it could have been. And I've really tried to focus on a daily level on that little mantra, be faithful with the small. And what I've found is that things are really starting to pick up and are really starting to change. The third big learning that I've had since doing Sam's course has been to take chances. And as the lovely Kerry told us in her training, do talk to strangers. I've had the most amazing and incredible doors open and opportunities happen in the last 6 months by really just backing myself in terms of having conversations with people. I've been able to get some really strong leads from even a conversation in a bathroom at a conference. I've started new friendships, and what was really interesting was that Kerry's information was teaching me stuff that I really did know and that really was my true self and was really innate to me. But what I'd realised is that I'd really held myself back a lot of times thinking, oh, I better not be too friendly. People perceive that I'm really being too friendly. Yet for me it was sort of really acknowledgement of my natural state, and it's made a huge difference to my working and my personal life over the last 6 months. My fourth key learning has all been about, again, one of other Sam's really key messages about getting your speaking hours up. Over the last 6 months, I've spoken at Rotary events, I've spoken at local council events, I've spoken at Women Businessing Network, schools, all sorts of various opportunities that have come my way. And I really have put myself out on a bit of a limb and just grabbed all of those opportunities. A few weeks ago, I probably had about 10 hours of speaking, about 8 hours which were professional gigs, and that was absolutely the best week that I've had in terms of my success of delivering a really impressive speech, and as Sam would say, feeling like you've really smashed it. And I've really learnt that the more and the more and the more that I do it, each little time I'm taking little small steps at improving my style. My fifth learning was really on the back of a conversation that I actually had with Mark during my Speakers Bootcamp, and that was all around learning about the idea that we needed to really be taking away 2 to 3 leads from every time that we spoke, and if we weren't doing that, we probably clearly weren't being as effective as we could have been and as strong as we could have been on stage. And I was lucky enough to get a little bit of coaching with Mark around that during the bootcamp. And that is something that I've really worked on in terms of delivering expectations around when I would contact people, following on from when I would speak, delivering a better quality speech at the time, and also just, in upping the ante on that integrity after every time I spoke in terms of my follow-ups and what I would do. And now 6 months down the track, that's really starting to get some traction in the business. So that's really my 5 key learnings over the last 6 months. I now am in a situation where I'm starting on a new business venture. I've been in a partnership for 10 years, and through these learnings over the last 6 months, I've really taken the courage to step out and branch out on my business on my own. And it's really been a conversation that I've been wanting to do and wanting to have for about 2.5 years, and I've been able to do that now. I've had the opportunity to speak on a podcast, and that has led to even more opportunities in terms of now someone has approached me wanting to start a weekly or fortnightly podcast. So I encourage you all to keep taking one small step at a time. I hope that by me sharing my 5 key learnings that helps you gain some perspective and maybe some reflection about your learnings over the last few months. I look forward to seeing you all again at the up and coming boot camp in September. I'm Sharon Richens, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.